years of becoming a lawyer? Fernando Cortez. We would like to ask some questions that will help us in our project in mathematics.
Okay.
Did the subject mathematics appeal to you as an interesting subject during your grade school and high school years?
I would say it did not, because that is my Waterloo during my elementary and high school days. In fact, it was in physics where I got the lowest grade.
Mathematics refers to several matters. There's algebra, there is geometry, there is trigo, arithmetic. So it deals with figures. In my high school days, we are also interested in figures, but only those figures. We are preoccupied. The boys in our class were preoccupied most in other figures, especially those in church. That is why I have to take up law, because those who were taking up law are poor in math.
What was your favorite subject?
I have so many favorite subjects, except math.
English and history. English because we are forced to speak English during our vacant periods, and history because I am good at memorization.
Well, there is literature, there's English, there's history. Not in that proper order. They are most, as I said, they're most more interesting than math.
So, your least favorite subject is math?
Not really a favorite subject, as I said before. But of course, we have to take up math because it's part of the curriculum. One could not pass high school without passing math.
Course that you have taken during college is associated in the field of mathematics.
We have to take also math. It's part of the curriculum in law, preparatory law. You have to have certain units in math. It's natural sciences. If you cannot take up that subject, you cannot go to law. So we have to take up math, not because we like it, but it is required. If only we could avoid it, we would like to, but it is a required subject for taking up law.
In a way, it is, because in every fields of endeavor there is mathematics. You cannot dissociate mathematics from other fields of the education.
In your chosen career now, did mathematics help you?
Yes, of course. In my job as a judge now, mathematics is very helpful, especially in the computation of penalties that will be meted if the accused will be convicted. Also in the computation of civil obligations of the accused. Mathematics is very helpful.
Yes, very much, especially in collecting from our clients. You have to deal with figures. The amount is in mathematics. If you don't know mathematics, then how can you collect from your client? So it's very important now, especially in collecting your honoraria from your client. Now, how can you demand from your client a certain amount without knowing math? So now it is very important.
Were the lessons you had in mathematics when you were still in high school useful in your profession?
Of course, yes. The in the computation of the penalties, you use the addition, the subtraction, the division, and the multiplication. And of course, there are also formula that will help me in computing the penalties. Let's say, for example, the penalties or the civil obligation.
And the statistics of
Yeah.
How did you come up in choosing this profession?
Well, I said, it's a very attractive profession. Lawyer. If you know the law, you can face any man. However, now I am having a hard time in facing the younger generations, like you people, because your world is different from our world.
I enrolled in the Manuel Vizcasin University, and I told him that after a semester in law, I will decide whether I will continue my law profession. I did continue because I seem to have liked the profession, so the rest is
spark your
history.
interest. You take up this profession because you really wanted to pursue this career and use it to reach your dreams and goals for the future.
Just as I have said, I became a lawyer incidentally through the urging of my brother. But at any rate, this helped me a lot.
Definitely.
You really wanted to become
Yes, because when I was still even in elementary grades, I was used to debates. I was a declaimer. I was an orator. I have to face the audience. You call me anytime in the stage, I can speak.
So it was a passion of yours.
Yes, it's a passion. It was an obsession.
Profession that you choose contribute in some ways for the development or easy learning of students like us at school.
Yeah, of course. Very definitely. Because our profession is more I believe the only profession that trains, that is in our possession, to train students to become good citizens. Good citizens. And that is the training of the school. That is the aim and purpose of the school, to make good citizens of students from elementary grades up to college.
Of course, the best proof is Albert. Yes, because through this profession, I was able to send him to a better school because the profession pays enough.
Assignments that your teachers have given you when you were still studying. What did you do to accomplish all of the tasks given to you?
Well, I just practiced the virtue of patience. I studied hard and it is the virtue of patience that helped me. I became very patient, and then whenever there are assigned tasks, I completed them on time, and I don't practice cramming, especially when the exam is about
Family like ours faced with issues like poverty, unemployment, and political crisis. How did you achieve the person you are today, aside from the hard work you've given yourself in studying for you, also not to have one of these problems?
Best way is by example. We also came we also experienced poverty. In my high school days, we have to pound the rice. We have to walk 4 kilometers to high school, for our classes in high school. Then 11 o'clock, we have to return to the barangay. We have to pound rice because there was no rice meal then. We have to pound the rice, then go back to school. That's how hard it was during our time. So, by example, we were able to overcome those hardships, and it made us more strong.
Determination and
Yes, we have the determination. But I came from that small, obscure town, Dinaklan.
well, in my profession as a lawyer, I always see to it that justice is delivered. In my work as a judge, I always consider both sides of the accused as well as the plaintiff. I weigh all the evidence, and then I meted out the penalties fairly and squarely.
This country, did you ever have even the simplest thought that this profession that you took will be able to help this suffering country regain its strength?
Yes, because I believe that once justice is rendered, there will be peace in the country. You know, usually the economic problem stems from lack of peace in the country. And once justice is delivered, I think everything else will follow.
Yeah, we have. From after taking our oath as a lawyer, we were very idealistic. We practiced our profession in the province without asking anything from our client. We were given camotes, we were given bananas as honoraria. The poor folks could not pay us in money because the salary of teachers then was only 80 pesos a month. The salary of the minimum wage was only 2 pesos. 2 pesos a day.
That was a big amount at that time.
It was already a big amount. When I was studying, when I was first year in college, my baon was only 50 centavos a day. I was staying at Pandakan. I pay 10 centavos for my fare. Then 5 centavos for the merienda. It's a big cake like this. Only 5 centavos for the Then 6 centavos for the Cosmos true orange. I could not afford the Coca-Cola, which was 10 centavos a day. So for one day, I still save 10 centavos. And for 5 days, I have 50 centavos. So I have money for the theater, for the cine, which is double program. Beside what is now the theater. There's a double program theater with stage show. There you can see Dolphy, you can see Benita Corrales, you can see the big regions. Only for 50 centavos.
50 centavos.
50 centavos.
You
Yes,
have-
the entrance fee.
But how about your food in your...
Well, I bring I get a sandwich and with that Cosmos juice, or bottle Cosmos, is 6 centavos. It's either pineapple or orange. But now, students, if they ask for a bao, they will fret if you give them, say, 300 pesos. And they,
especially in the universities?
during our time, that amount is very, money was very scarce. When I was my second year, I stayed in a dormitory. Here, in front of what is now the Court of Appeals. Our dormitory fee is 100 pesos a month and 15 pesos for laundry, so 150 pesos. The salary then of a teacher, public school teacher, is only 80 pesos. So if you are a teacher, you cannot afford to send a student to, even for the dormitory, you cannot afford that. That was during our time. But we managed. But of course we have students, we have several, I have several classmates who are well off, especially from Negros, from Pampanga. Ninoy Aquino was a classmate. The father of Senator Recto was a classmate of mine. Almost I have several congressmen, classmates, and governors. So, by way of helping the citizens of the country, you show by example. Hard work.
Personal problem in the Philippine politics affect you?
Now, of course, it affects me. It elevates my blood pressure. Because what they are doing now is they are already throwing overboard our rule of law. They do not follow the law already.
They are making their own laws.
They were under the today's issue of the fire. They're making bastards of our law. Like the case of Smith. As a lawyer, you will be revolting. Because the case of Smith, his incarceration for transfer to the American Embassy is with the Court of Appeals. They should have waited for that decision of the Court of Appeals before doing any action. Before doing that action which they have taken. That is an affront to our judiciary. That's why a lawyer now is preparing contempt charges against the persons responsible. As if we are now bowing to the American government when we have a government of our own.
Well, politics is the part of our life, and the people who will govern our country will have a very big impact on our youth today.
Say, current lawyer, do you in any way try to help in the political problem of the country?
The political problem of the country. I think yes.
How?
through the rendition of proper justice.
Yes, very, very much. Number one is that I'm making our, at least my workers, my tenants, I'm educating them about our political situation, that they have to stand on their rights now and ever since. So they are aware of their rights. They should not be inveigled to a certain amount. They just that for a certain amount they will sign anything, only to suffer later on. Because we have our forebears have fought so much for our independence. We have driven away the Americans from Soviet last time. Now again under the Americans. Even the Secretary of Justice, even GMA, she should be impeached. She's making we do not need. I have this clarified whenever I go to the province, which is every month. I have this clarified. We do not need a charter change. What has to be changed is the administration. They're making it hard for us. It is the people running the government. It is not the Constitution. The Constitution of the United States was made in 1776. Yet only 4 amendments were made up to now. Our Constitution started 1935. How many amendments? 4 amendments already. Not amendments, revision. It's not an amendment, a revision. 4 times. So it is the people in the administration that should be changed, not the Constitution. All those are good if they are only implemented wisely.
Filipino citizen migrate and live permanently to other countries if you have already saved a lot of money?
I will not. Considering my age, I will not go to another country to live permanently there at. And besides, I think I am successful in my chosen career. I will prefer working here because my chosen career gives me enough to support my family.
This will not, I'm already 78 years old. I don't even have the interest in going to other countries or see because of my age. I prefer to see first the Philippines. It's very beautiful. You go to Davao, you go to Boracay, I've gone all over the country. It's still very beautiful, peaceful. We do not need water, you just dig, you're very... for that. Because like in other countries, they're having a problem with water. Here in the Philippines, you just dig 2 meters of water already. So to me, there's no need to go to other countries, probably because of my age. But I have done already. I was Philippine representative to the United Nations in Bangkok. During the Mount Pinatubo eruption, I was sent there. But I still prefer the Philippines. That's why the purpose, the cause of this going out is again the administration. There's a brain drain. Because they're going there for higher salary. Why not increase the salary here? So that these people will not go out. If our doctors and nurses will go out, we will take care of ourselves. So how you will not have to amend the Constitution to solve this problem. It is the administration. You need not go out. If a person is only industrious, like in our place, you need not go out. You just go to the river. You can fish. You can farm. If our people is not engaging. But our people have been so educated by the administration to rely only on those during elections. So they do not know. So why not change the administration? They are the sense of values given to our people by the administration is different. Like this a Chinese adage, a person who needs, do not give a person who needs fish, do not give fish a person who needs fish. Teach him how to fish, so that throughout his life he'll know how to fish. Because if you give him fish only, when the following day he will have no fish. So teach him how to fish. That's what our action do not do. So there's no need for the revision of the Constitution for this. And of course, the profession of law is necessary now, especially during these times, to wake up our citizenry also about their rights. So like you can insist on your rights now. What's being done to our laws is being trampled upon by the administration. And if you use mathematics in that, you just count how many opposition stalwarts were salvaged. You use mathematics. How many rallies have been trampled by the police, the military? How many innocent victims of this are languishing in jail because they do not have the money to defend themselves? That's the simple mathematics is required. Just how to. So I think I have already answered my questions in my lawyer's point of view.
Thank you very much for your time, Attorney Fernando Cortez. This is the grandfather of our group leader, Kevin Cortez. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time.
Well,